The room went silent the second my niece stood up, lifted her champagne flute, and smiled like she owned the air. "I'm so grateful," she said, voice sweet and sharp at the same time, "to be the only grandchild my grandparents ever really had." Laughter rippled. Glasses clinked. No one corrected her. And in that moment, under blinking Christmas lights and fake goodwill, I realized I had just been erased from my own family. I sat there frozen, the tree glowing like it was mocking me. My name wasn't spoken. My childhood wasn't remembered. My existence had been edited out with one careless sentence. I waited for someone, anyone, to laugh it off, to say, "That's not true." My parents stared into their plates. My aunt nodded proudly. My grandparents smiled, tired and quiet. That's when I understood this wasn't a mistake. It was a choice. Growing up, I was always the other one, the quiet achiever, the kid who didn't need attention because I handled things myself. Meanwhile, my niece Lily was a miracle baby, the golden child born late and celebrated loudly. Every birthday of hers was an event. Mine were reminders. "You're mature," they'd say. "You understand." And I did, until Christmas night showed me exactly how far that understanding had been taken. I excused myself politely, smiling so hard my cheeks hurt, and stepped outside into the cold. Snow crunched under my shoes. My phone buzzed with messages from friends wishing me Merry Christmas. I didn't reply. I didn't cry either. I did something colder. I made a decision. You see, what my family conveniently forgot was that for the past 8 years, I've been the one managing my grandparents' finances. Bills, investments, taxes, quietly, efficiently, without applause. They trusted me because I never made noise, because I never demanded credit, and because Lily, the only grandchild, never bothered to learn how any of it worked. I went back inside, hugged everyone goodnight, and left with a calm that scared even me. 2 weeks later, the lawyer called a family meeting. We gathered in the same living room, minus the tinsel, plus a lot more tension. The lawyer adjusted his glasses and began reading updates to my grandparents' estate plan. Routine, he said. Necessary, he said. Lily sat confidently, legs crossed, already bored. Then the words started landing. The investment accounts had been restructured, the property deeds clarified, the trust updated. My grandparents, it turned out, had noticed more than anyone gave them credit for. They'd seen who showed up, who handled the hard stuff, who stayed invisible so things wouldn't fall apart. The lawyer paused and looked directly at Lily. "Due to recent family dynamics," he read, "we have decided to name our eldest grandchild as executor and primary beneficiary of the family trust." Lily laughed. "That's me," she said automatically. The lawyer didn't smile. "No," he said, "that would be Alex." Every head turned. My mother's mouth fell open. My aunt whispered, "That's not possible." Lily's face drained of color. The lawyer continued, voice steady, devastating. Lily would receive a modest gift, symbolic. He said, "The rest? Managed by me, owned by me, protected by me. But I'm their only grandchild," Lily protested, almost pleading now. That's when my grandmother finally spoke. "No," she said softly. "You're the loudest, not the only one." Silence swallowed the room whole. I didn't gloat. I didn't smile. I simply nodded, the way you do when something ends exactly the way it was always going to. Later, as people avoided my eyes and Lily locked herself in the bathroom, my grandfather squeezed my hand. "We should have corrected her," he said, "but we knew you'd do it better." That night, I walked out into winter air again, but this time lighter, because revenge doesn't always scream. Sometimes it waits. Sometimes it lets Christmas lights shine, glasses clink, and egos grow comfortable. And then it reminds everyone, quietly, unmistakably, that being erased was never the same as being powerless.